Alright guys, I'm working here on Volkswagen Passat 2011 and the customer had replaced the ignition. This is the new ignition, so he didn't hook up yet. I need to program it. And those that he bought two keys, and this is the original. So the original will start the car, but the key is different. So what I did, I just cut a plate, put it here and put it next to it. I can start it now, and I can turn the ignition on, and I can read the EEPROM. Without working key, you cannot read the EEPROM. You can, but you have to disassemble the cluster and do some EEPROM. But you, just in case, what you do, if he already has the working keys already programmed, just cut a plate, put it here, put it next to it, turn the ignition on, and as normal, if you I'm using here the Autel, just go to Volkswagen, read the VIN, decode it, and then you come to control units. So Immobilizer and auto detect Immobilizer. Gotta turn the ignition on, I believe. And also, by the way, yeah, failed because I have to turn the ignition on. Earlier it gave me failed even when I turned the ignition on, because when they disassemble this stuff they didn't disconnect the battery. But what do you do if you get this message? Just disconnect the battery, reconnect it for like 1 minute, and this is just turn the ignition on and it will pick up. Let me just turn. Alright, the ignition is on. You need to go to this step. I need to give you the correct cluster number, and then after that you click OK. And from here, what you're gonna do, you don't click read up, you gotta click back up the EEPROM. You gotta save it. Always save the EEPROM since you already have the working key, because this one you gotta delete it. You're gonna program just the two keys the customer has a new one. Alright, what we're gonna do here, so you turn the ignition off. Alright, the ignition off, and put this one next to it and turn the ignition on. See where you say welcome. You don't usually say here key arrange, not arrange, or something like that. Keep it here. Now let's go back up IMO data. Here we gotta put a name, whatever. Just gonna click VVV, enter, save, and now it's just gonna read it. And you need to connect your programmer. I have the XP400, and if you have the other one, the small one, I'm not sure what, 200 something, it will work too. So backup saved, click OK. Perfect. Alright, now what do you do? Click load IMO data, click OK. Now we gotta just find the one you saved it, which is that one, VVV. Click OK. And this is the information. And now you are not afraid if you lose it, if you delete it, because sometimes what happens, if you delete that key and you exit from this menu, if you click read IMO data and by mistake you delete that key and you exit from here, you come back, you cannot read it unless you have working key. But when you back up the EEPROM, you save it in your tablet, so you have it always. Even next time the customer when lost his key or something, you already have it. Alright, so what you gotta do, connect it. Alright, from here connect your programmer to the tab and put, the key need to be programmed here. And first you gotta make dealer key. Alright, click OK. Just put the key here. That's just a dealer key. It's not programmed yet. Just put some information. Success. If you have too many keys, you gotta do them. But the original key or that key, any key being programmed previously, if you want to add it, you don't have to do this. Just the new keys. Click OK. Success. Alright, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go key learning. And here is a smart key. Nope, it's a turn key. How many keys? So here you gotta program all the keys together, because it's gonna delete everything. So make sure. And now what you gotta do is just put this key and turn it. Take that key off. Alright, so turn the ignition on with that key. And we have to click OK. Alright, you see here, now number 1, that means this key program. So you gotta have the second key. Take the ignition, take this key and put that key. Alright, as soon as I put it, say program complete, that's it. Click OK. Turn the ignition off and turn the ignition on. Alright, click OK, and now your key is programmed. The second step is to program the control function, the remote. So you gotta exit, you go to here, remote system. Hopefully they are working, because what I noticed, the original has a panic and that one doesn't have any panic. I'm not sure if the FCC number is same. That should be okay. Let's see. Click OK. Here we're gonna go add remote. Press a lock button on the door, and then you click OK. Now and here it's gonna tell you how many control we have. 2. Make sure the ignition is on, and click OK. Now it's gonna ask you the first one. When you press it, the security light should hazard. Well, this one doesn't have battery. That one. Yeah. See, program 0. And this one has a battery. I just installed it. But if you see now the original one, yeah, because the ignition is on. See, the original is still working because I click add a control. I didn't click remote control learning. If you click remote control learning, you delete everything. So those controls are not working. In that case, you have mine, but I'm not sure if you want it. That's gonna be extra charge. Which is, I do have my control. You see, it has the panic button. And this, if you're gonna work, you gotta ask the customer. Alright, just like this. So if you want to add a control like this, you want to delete all of them and relearn them from here, and technically you're good to go. Let me just hear the sound of the car. Alright, it's running. Alright, the car is running. Alright guys, if you like it, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.